There are a lot of males out there. Let's face it. Many of them are funnier, smarter, and more attractive than you. And women now have a ton of options for meeting any of those guys thanks to the abundance of social media platforms, dating apps, and physical locations. Although it could initially appear difficult, there are a few tactics and ideas you can utilize as soon as you meet her. Continue watching to learn how to use these strategies to keep her waiting for your calls and texts, and to make her eagerly anticipate your meetings. Also, subscribe to our channel before we start. Number 10. Be who you are. The most important element in attracting women and differentiating yourself from other men is demonstrating your uniqueness. Playing it safe and attempting to not appear strange won't cut it. Doing so makes you appear uninteresting and boring, a follower rather than a leader, and this will undoubtedly turn her off. Instead, nurture your distinctive qualities and let them shine. Develop some personal interests, your own sense of humor, and your own fashion sense. Additionally, bear this advice in mind when you plan how to implement the remaining advice in this article. She will be drawn to your individuality and be much more likely to remember you than the rest of the dull, monotonous competitors. Number 9. Make a favorable impression. When it comes to people, the adage, "first impressions are always the most important," is not simply a cliché. It has been true for centuries. It is especially true when attempting to win over the other sex, because it can influence how she perceives you in all of your future interactions. You should quickly demonstrate your confidence and style to a girl if you want to know how to make her miss you the moment you meet her. She won't be able to help but think of you in such terms every time she sees you. Always leave your house dressed as though you're going to meet the love of your life there. And whenever you see a woman who captures your attention, don't be afraid to approach her, strike up a conversation, and ask for her contact information. She will remember this as the best part of her day for a very long time, because surprisingly few guys have the guts to do it. Number 8. Maintain some mystery. Women make up the majority of readers and viewers of murder mystery books and television programs because they are psychologically addicted to suspense and mystery. You can use this to keep them intrigued and wondering what will happen next in your attempts to entice her to return. Although it may be alluring to want to tell her everything about you, especially if you believe she is the one, doing so will simply make her lose interest once there is nothing left for her to figure out about you. No matter how long you've known each other, keep her interested by gradually disclosing more and more of who you are to her. Even while you are separated, she will continue to attempt to unravel the puzzle that is you. Number 7. Go against what she expects. Predictability is the single thing that is both tiresome and unattractive, and it's a trap that is simple to fall into after a relationship is established and official. When a female can predict what you will do at any given moment or how you would respond in specific circumstances, she will undoubtedly become bored with you. Even worse, it could expose you to her manipulation because she can always find ways to manipulate you into doing what she wants. Make sure you never get into a routine with your girlfriend where you do the same things at the same times and respond to her words and acts in the same way if you want to make her miss you. Visit her unannounced from time to time and occasionally take her to do something you have never done before. By doing this, she will continue to anticipate your next move and need the dopamine high that comes from exposing her to something new. Number 6. Make use of social media's influence. The advantages that the digital revolution has given women have already been mentioned. Thankfully, they haven't all gone in the same direction, so you may use their strength to your advantage to keep her fixated on you even when you are apart. Of course, you need to confirm that she is following you on all of your social media accounts first. Make sure your social media accounts reflect how you are living your best life, having fun, and planning for the future. She will understand that you do not need to be with her in order to have a nice time if you demonstrate that you are having fun without her. She will become jealous of you as a result and keep thinking of ways to make her time with you as nice as, if not better than, hers. Number 5. Compose her a heartfelt letter. Making her miss you is more than just a Machiavellian chess move. Chivalry is still alive. It has simply evolved into one of many strategies needed to capture a woman's interest. Even today, small acts of affection that make women feel special and demonstrate your concern can have an impact. There aren't many more effective ways to achieve this than a lovely handwritten note, as corny and traditional as it may sound. It can be accompanied by a gift, but when it's unplanned, it can have a greater impact. Try to be as creative and passionate as you can when you tell her about a quality you like about her, a time you two had, or something about how she makes you feel. You could think, why not just send a quick text or DM? A note, however, is considerably more special and tangible. She may touch it and will read it often, each time conjuring up pleasant emotions and memories of you. Number 4. Have fun together. As important as the advice in this essay is, having fond recollections of the times you shared together will make her miss you more than anything else. All other methods will fail if you lack these. She won't remember you when you aren't in frequent contact with her, and the impact you produced on her will vanish. It's crucial to make her feel welcome because of this. Find a fun activity you two can do together that interests both of you, but is outside of her normal routine. She will be impressed by your good taste and spend your time apart thinking back on the experience and excitedly anticipating the next one if you can strike the appropriate balance of entertaining and distinctive. Number 3. Keep your time together to a minimum. Spending enjoyable, memorable time with a partner can be so alluring that you end yourself wanting to do it often due to your enjoyment and the visible results. But you must avoid this urge because if she sees too much of you, she can get bored and start to take you for granted. After all, you should give her some room so that she can truly miss you. Her imagination can run wild as she attempts to fill in the gaps between your adventures together while you are gone, giving her the chance to appreciate the time you do spend together. Combining this with the previous advice, be a little unpredictable in how often you call her, making each call a sincere, joyful surprise that she looks forward to when you're not around. Number 2. Recognize the power of no contact. Technology makes it simple to fall into the trap of wanting to stay in touch with your partner even when you're apart. This not only has the same drawbacks as spending too much time together, but it also gives off the impression that you are desperate and don't have a life of your own outside from the relationship. Make yourself unavailable for a day or two every now and again. You may either do something you enjoy with your friends, telling her that she deserves your undivided attention, or you can tell her you are very busy with something important and can't converse on the phone or in DMs. This lets her know that while she is important to you, she is not the only thing that matters. She will have time to realize how much she values your attention, and it will demonstrate your independence and demonstrate your life outside of her. Number 1. Do not fear splitting up. Despite your best efforts, any relationship that endures for a sufficient amount of time will inevitably end up becoming regular as a result of people becoming too comfortable with one another. She may grow restless and more demanding as she gets used to your presence in her life and begins to think about you less and less. In these circumstances, a breakup may be threatened. Sometimes it's just a threat, and other times it's a genuine expression of her displeasure, an attitude of self-fulfillment, which holds the conviction that your value is solely derived from within you and not determined by her or anyone else, is necessary to overcome this. In this way, you won't worry about breaking up with her, and when she sees how valuable you are, she'll be attracted to you even more. If you enjoyed watching this video, then give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.